Hello and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. In our last episode, we went over the detail of how this all works, how this this volcano. I just see there's a bottle of stuff here. How this metal volcano tamer works, and then we copied the whole thing and pasted it down here over the copper one. And now we're in the process of finishing all the build, which I think it might be done now. I rearranged this a little bit, put the shutoff being horizontal instead of having the curve or angled conveyor rail here. But otherwise, it's the same basic build as we did above with the gold volcano. So we could have a problem here soon with heat and or pressure. But I'm going to hope we don't. I'm going to hope this gas pump gets this vented out before it becomes a problem. There's a lot of carbon dioxide right there, though. It is a lot. Try and push it out. In the meantime, there's a few things that I want to do. First of all, we can get rid of all of these ladders. And we can clear out all of this stuff here. And build across. I also want to clear out a little bit here and all of this down here. Just for, I don't know, breathing room? Sure. I think that's enough. Let them actually can take that piece out too. That's fine. We'll just let them work on that. And we also need to bring in some water for this eventually. So we need to have insulated pipes, and there's a water pipe right here. Take that over and down into here. We can take these out. These are remnants of the old one, or the other one, I should say. Oh, we can't get in there to get that out. Doggone it. Deconstruct that now. And it's nighttime, of course. Of course. The other thing that I want to try and get to today is space. But we need to make some more steel. So let's look at steel here. Okay, we can make some of that. We need to make some of this then too. That's fine. And then that'll hopefully produce some steam electric power for us. Mop that. And we have a lot of polluted oxygen around here. So let's see if I can try and clean some of this junk up. There. Other than doing in the rooms, in the ladder shaft here, what I'll usually do is just put in some of these like this, and then just put these in like that. Just kind of in key places. They don't have to be super close together, because the polluted oxygen at least will move around a little bit. There. We need some here too. Just to kind of clean them up. Or clean it up, I should say. Something here maybe, and here. Could do that one and this one. Maybe one there. As you can see, I'm not opposed to putting them in doorways either. Oh boy. This is all slime and algae, so I'm just going to put one here at the doorway and then hope it works out well enough. And then we'll need some all the way up here. This will just be something for them to do while stuff's going on with that copper volcano. And then maybe one here, one here. One there, one there. So as you can see, the gold volcano's here, and it's, of course, dormant, so we can't do anything about it. Was that all rust down there? Yeah, okay, we're fine. It's good. Okay, they got the polluted water out of there. That's good, too. Where are we at as far as pressure goes? A few milligrams. Alright, so it'll drain out pretty quickly here. Hopefully. Oh, good. We're making some electricity now from that. Good, because it's obviously using some as well. How are we doing on critters? Oh boy. We have too many critters. At least they'll stop laying eggs. 6, 5, 6, 5. Okay. Come on, micrograms. See where I can see it a little bit easier. It's quite warm in there. Some of this stuff might start breaking. I'm hoping not. Oh, we might be pulled down to vacuum in moments. Once the pump stops working like that, it's just about time. Or not. 8 micrograms. Come on. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. It's so funny to watch that happen, by the way. Okay, gas pump, deconstruct. Gas pipe, deconstruct. Gas vent, deconstruct. Priority 9. Just on the construction items only. I know it's hot. Well, get out of there. Okay, good. Now, the next thing we need to do is bring in the water. Did the water pipe get run? It did, and we have water. I think this is the next thing we need to do. I hope. I think we can probably build a couple of these metal tiles here. And then I think it's time to turn the water on. This will obviously go into the loop here first. Oh, we need to set this 15 degrees. And that'll, of course, keep this loop cool. And then this water will come in. This needs to be 1,000. This needs to be set to 57. That's 5 seconds. That's okay. So, how much water do we have here? Probably not enough yet. Oh, maybe. Maybe we have enough. Let's keep building here. New printables. Nice. Excavation athletics. Cannot do doctoring. Increased athletics on top of this athletics. Abe's not a bad plan. I think we could take Abe. Yeah, I think we will take Abe. And I also, by the way, I have a name for nails. Let's see. Abe can be this one as well. Calidorn. This one's going to be Calidorn. Nails will be Calidorn. And then Abe will be Pedro. Okay, so let's see. Yeah. So let's go ahead and do vitals where we can rename them. And nails will now be Calidorn. And I spelled it wrong because I fat fingered the O. There we go. And then Abe is going to be General Pedro. Thank you guys for your support. I think we have to log out. I think we found that out before, maybe. Oh, I guess I could delete some of this wire in here too. Delete that, delete that. Thank you, Don. Alright. So that should be good. We need to have a wall put in here now. A ceramic. Of course, it's nighttime. It always is when I want to do work. Did I bring this ladder down? Where does that go? It goes to those. I'll leave it alone for now. I do want to use that chlorine, though. I have a plan for it. And then once we start picking up this copper, which actually is cool enough now, I think. Yeah, let's start picking that up. So, because we have steam in here now. How much steam do we have per tile, by the way? 22 kilograms. We could use some more. Let me bring in some more water. Because I'd like it to be 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd like it to be about 50, so about twice as much as we have now. Okay, let's stop right there. I don't want to seal this up yet either. Okay, so that's going to go. Let's start picking up this refined metal. Copper. And so, again, the autosweeper is only going to pick up the copper, which will leave everything else on the ground here that we can sweep up manually. What is that, rust? Okay. Okay, priority 9. If they happen to pick up some of it, I'm okay with it. But the sweeper should get most of it, at least. Excellent. Excellent. A little bit of copper there. Okay, you picked up the copper. That's fine. And then let's seal this off. Priority 9 that, because the steam is kind of causing problems here. And we are at, yeah, we're pretty close. 60 or so. Each tile, that's a good number. And then we can delete this. Sweep that. And then I can build these down. Okay. And then that goes there. So this exact same thing, just a couple of tweaks to it. Electricity here. Heat, yeah, that'll be straightened out soon. Nothing to see there. Let's see. Here's the liquids. Nothing to see on gases. That's decor. That's ugly. Let's jump to automation. Automation is also pretty simple. And then finally, conveyors. So once they do this build, we will be done. You know what, though? I should probably do a sweep on the mafic rock there, and a sweep on the abyssalite there. And then we can do maybe a sweep in the area here a little bit. We must have some chunks of slime. Yeah. Causing all kinds of havoc. Okay, so each time this erupts, the autosweeper will throw it into there. Of course, the steam in the room is going to immediately start collecting the heat from the pieces and transferring it into the steam turbine. Wait, let's go back to heat for a second here. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a good color. Especially because we just ran a bunch of it through. See how orange these still are here? Because they went through too fast. Those pieces will get much cooler as time goes on. This heatsink should stay right around 95 degrees because it's taking the heat out of the pieces and transferring it into the water that's coming down. Also mop there. Those pieces are, yeah, right there. Perfect temperature. So in here it's going to cool down to about 125 or less depending, but 125's kind of the goal for here. The goal for this is 95, and then the goal for this is going to be basically nothing. Whatever, it's basically this, whatever we set this as. And really 15 is too low here. We don't really need to spend that kind of electricity to keep it that cold. We could even do something like 25 for these. I think we kept the gold one at 15, but I think we can kick that up too. The point is to keep the stuff that the cooling loop is controlling down to a reasonable temperature. And that's what we're doing, hopefully. Okay, so that's what we have. We have 295 kilograms here, which is over the 200, so it's sending a red signal right now. And this is obviously also sending a red signal, but it pulses every 57 seconds, just like before, just like the other one. Different time, but just like the other one. Do another one of these here. And maybe I should put one down here, and maybe over here too. I'll go through and delete all of those once we get the mess cleaned up a little bit. Yeah, see, that's what this is doing here. This is just basically like a wall. It's a filter wall. And all of this slime, all of this polluted water that's in here, it's going to continue off-gassing polluted oxygen. And this one will just keep it all from flowing into the base, basically. Or most of it. We could put a couple there just to be safe, but that'll be fine. Alright, so hopefully we're making some steel. Let's see here. We have 2,900, which is enough for a few of these. Do that, and then I can just do these at, leave these at 5. The priority 7 of the doors will push them along a little bit. And they'll do these in order to do those, at least as far as I've observed before. That's how it works. Yeah, we definitely are near the edge here. So that's kind of the rest of the plan for this episode, is to build these out. I guess we can do a zip mode here. And try and get ready to start building in space. We aren't going to obviously be able to build in space this episode, but we need to get the work done. We can actually dig out down here too. I didn't think about that one a minute ago, but that should be another thing, because we're going to need some more fossil. There's lots of fossil down here, and there's another spore kid. Fancy. Oh, I need to keep doing this too. Dig yourself out, future boy. There you go. You can do it. Priorities. We need to set priorities for General Pedro. Ah, they've updated the names. Good. Good, good, good. Digging, definitely. Supplying, yes. Tidying, yes. And storing, yes. We can give Calidorn some digging rights here as well. And in fact, they can also do some building too, I think. If they want to. And now we're up to 14. And 14 is a magic number for me with my... Uh-oh. That's not going to be that great. Are you dormant? You're dormant. For how long? Okay, 4.8 cycles. That's not too bad. I see we have a bunch of natural gas there we could filter out too. And you are dormant for 9.5 more cycles. Alright. Well, we have no natural gas. I could, though, as I just mentioned, put in a gas pump here. We'll just do copper. And then here. Can I just do... Yeah, I'll just do that. We have printables. Oxyfern. We could take that. We don't have any, and I might want to use them. I don't know. Here's a strength person, but... Oh, I was getting there. And by the way, this pipe that I connected it to is the one that is unfiltered. So it's going to go in through this filter anyway. So it'll be okay. Once I come back here and notice that it's done, I guess I could put some automation on this though. Automation, gas element sensor. Yeah, that's fine. Does this need power? No, okay. I could let this run only when it detects natural gas. That would at least keep this from running excessively. Whenever they come and do it, it's fine. No hurries. That is so hilarious. I want to change this up a little bit. I have an idea for to keep from having to use Sweepy so much, or Moppy as I've been calling him, because what I can do is I can actually move the massage room right here. I can make this into a tank and put mesh tiles here to let the water just fall through, and then put the triage stuff down here. Just kind of swap these rooms. Flip-flop, yeah. And then that way the water doesn't run all over the floor here. It just kind of goes through and into a little tank. Put a little water pump in there, and push that water back into this pipe, actually, and just use a bridge to bridge it on that's coming this way. That way this would have priority. So that's another project that I could potentially do. I forgot again. I was coming up here to see, to tell you why I'm stopping at 14. And that is because I have 7 beds and 7 beds and 14 mess tables. So I'm kind of stuck now. You know what I think I should do? I think I should put, well, no, I'll keep putting a fixed number in here. Where are we at? Almost out of lime. But we have fossil. We just need to get fossil. We have fossil that's been dug up. We just need to get it. Okay, so let's take this way. This one's okay to do. That's okay to do. And you're okay to do. Yep. Where did all that chlorine go? I mean, there's a bit here, but it's not that much. And all of this here is all we have. I guess maybe it drifted into here. Yeah. And spread itself very thin. Okay. That's where it all went. Maybe we had a big cloud here at one point. Yeah, that works really well. And in fact, this copper, for the most part, before it's even picked up, it should be down to a decent temperature. Depending on which one it picks up, of course. It's picking up the 400-degree copper right now. Okay. How are we doing on doors up here? Built a couple. I think we put out 5 or 6. I think we must have put out 5. So we built 1. But we're ready to build another one tomorrow. That cleaned up a lot. A lot of polluted air. Can't remember who it was. Someone in the comments was giving me a hard time for the polluted oxygen. Yeah, I eventually get to it. It takes me a while, but I eventually get to it. There's still a bit left, but the biggest clouds are gone. Oh, here's where all the chlorine went. Up here. Why did it go? Oh, this was a chlorine room, maybe? Or like a bit of chlorine there. I'm not sure. But we've cleaned up a lot of the polluted oxygen. I will eventually kind of sort out that chlorine and get it out of there. Yeah, we'll get up here eventually and get that polluted oxygen out. My most important necessity is inside the inner base here. I see we have a little bit of polluted oxygen around, but that's nothing to worry about. Oh, and I forgot about this. I forgot about this. Okay, let's take this out. Because I just deleted like all the carbon dioxide in the base, which means no more mushrooms. And so let me dig these up, because they're going to keep fertilizing them. I don't want that to happen. Yeah, the next task is going to be cooling down the water stores, because that's still a problem. Although the heat is doing well. There's just a lot of heat coming off of this. I guess I probably should have double insulated. Or used something besides sandstone for insulation. That might have been good. Try replacing that with igneous. See if that helps. Oh, this is that polluted ice melting. Yeah, because it's getting warmer in here. It's up to 11 degrees below now. Ah, we have... Oh, we have this activity now. No, we don't. Unbreathable gas. Natural gas. Oh, it was before that got built. It ran for a while. Okay. I wonder if I should come in here and build some automation to not let this pump when it's just going to take little bubbles. What's the big bubbles at? 500. Yeah, I should. Let's do Atmos sensor. We can go there. And here. And that'll let me limit it to maybe a couple hundred grams per block. That way at least they're not super tiny bubbles of gas. Oh, let's do deodorizer down here too. That built a lot more than it should have for what we had available. She only built like 3? Not even 3, 2? Oh well. I won't put all the ladders out then, that way they don't get broken. I'm looking for the building. It should be over here someplace. How far are we? Let me go into screenshot mode, just so I can see. We got till here, so it must be like right here on the edge. Maybe, or maybe there's not one. I thought there's always one, but maybe not. Because we're getting not far from the edge. Okay, did this get done? It did. So, centigrade signal when pressure is above 200 should be okay. And then we can seal this off. Assuming nobody gets themselves stuck in there. I'll stay here to keep an eye on it. We'll go into super speed mode here. Okay, good. New printables. Gold amalgam, definitely. I will always take metal. Whatever the metal is, I will always take it. Uh-oh, this is going to become a problem. Okay, so in order to deal with polluted water, we need to run it through a sieve, one of these, and then we also need to disinfect it because this is infected polluted water. It's got food poisoning. There are a couple different ways to disinfect water. One of those is to heat it, and the other is to expose it to chlorine gas. The heating it one is a problem because then you have to deal with the heat. So I'm going to do the chlorine gas option. What I think I might also do... How is this working? Actually, we have a lot more steam in there than we have in the other one. How is this going? It's producing a surprising amount of steam. Surprising amount of steam. For the amount of heat that's not getting put into there. I mean, yes, it's picking up heat from the lamps and such, and I guess this too. But, like, it's a surprising amount of steam being generated when this isn't even running all that often. So we're going to turn this into this kind of this whole big corner maybe into a big chlorine room. And pump out all the other garbage gases. And pump in some chlorine, which we can get supplemental chlorine from here. Yes, from here. Of course, this is dormant. But we should have enough chlorine here to at least make a dent in it, if I'm careful. Let's see. I need to move this, or I want to move this ladder over as well, maybe. Yeah, because I need to put an airlock in here. I'll figure out where that's going to go. If this is a wall, then I'll put the airlock at the bottom. It will go... This will be a lip. So here, 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 there, there. We need to put a ladder in, of course. You know what? I'm not going to bother putting a ladder in. We'll just get at it from over here. This will need to eventually step up. I'll go ahead and put that in. Like that. Okay, then I'll just put this in here like that. But I want to dig these out where I can. Uh-oh. Sorry. But it kind of needed to happen. We should just take all this out. It's probably not a bad idea. Snow. I'm going to go ahead and delete this stuff because we're not going to use it anymore. No matter what, we're not going to use it anymore. We definitely have better places to use Alright, come on. There we go. We have better places to use, or to heat up ice and make water than right here. Deconstruct that. Did that get flagged? No. Okay. Excellent. Maybe not that one. You guys can go. I want to make this stuff all fall down so I don't have to pick it up all out of there. In case you're wondering what I was doing there. Delete some more of this stuff. Who's that? Oh, General Pedro. Yeah, he's still a little slow. Even though with all the athletic skills he came with, he's still a lot lower in skills than the other dupes are. Okay, you can go. Actually, all of you can go. This needs to be built yet. Yeah, so we'll just have a couple of things here to pick up. Actually, I can go ahead and mark that now. Delete those, delete those. I guess I didn't want to delete all that. Or build all that. There and there. And we can get in and out of there, which is the intent. Careful. Alright. So now we need a bottle emptier for this. That way we can make a vacuum. And then I'm just going to, I think I'm going to pull the chlorine out and stick it into some containers for now. Over here. And push the rest of the atmosphere, whatever's left, out into the hallway here, and then or maybe in just open space somewhere. Doesn't really matter where, I guess. Take all this out too, even though it's not going to be easily done. Oh yeah, well, we'll do that. That'll come out, and I can build across here. All right, but that's where we're going to leave it for today. We're just over a half hour now, so that's a good time. And then in the next episode, we can do a, we can get this cleaned up, get it finished, get some of that chlorine from elsewhere also pumped into here possibly, and then start making a chlorine room and bring the water into this room so that it can be disinfected. So thank you all for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.